story of cluster is very interesting because he's a very young man, 31-year-old, recently came from Jamaica. I think he was here only just 1 week before he was got admitted in the hospital, in the government hospital here.
I just feel my body hurt me. My stomach on my back. When we went to the hospital, I went to the hospital, we don't know nothing more. Until when we wake up and find myself in the hospital.
Like Mr. Cluster, I would say he is very lucky to be on the island, at the right time, because the one manifestation that he had is called leptospirosis pulmonary hemorrhagic syndrome. In my last 15 years of clinical experience, I haven't seen such a severe form of leptospirosis.
It's a very rare viral disease, or it's a very rare disease where you have clots in your lungs. It can affect your kidneys, and in the severe form there will be hemorrhage or pulmonary alveolar hemorrhage, where you have blood clots in your lung, you start to bleed in your lungs.
And that culminated in the diagnosis that we made and the need for further management at Health City. I did speak with Dr. Benoit, and he agreed that he might benefit from ECMO treatment, and that was why he was referred. And as far as we know, that's the only place where ECMO is offered in the island. And I'm really grateful that Health City took him along.
And he came here that time. He was in a very critical stage, I should say. His oxygen level was like, his saturation was in the 50s. That is, if he stayed like that for a few more hours, he would have had a cardiac arrest. So within half an hour, we took him to the operating room. He put him on ECMO.
And this was the very first veno-venous ECMO that we did. All other ECMOs are to support the heart and the lungs, whereas this type of ECMO supports only the lungs. We had quite a bit of struggle when he was in the ICU. We had to do repeated bronchoscopies to remove the clots. At the same time, see that there are no fresh bleeding from the lungs. And then slowly, when his lungs started improving, we took this machine off, and then we monitored him for a few days. Again, we had to do scopies to see that all the blood clots are fine, and then slowly we rehabilitated him from the pulmonary point of view so that his lungs are doing well.
If it was any other place, if it was in areas where ECMO is not available, he would have died, no doubt about that. I saw him recently before he left, and I was amazed. In fact, some of the nurses in critical care who were taking care of him, who knew how gravely sick he was, who were in tears when he actually came to pay us a visit. So we were really moved, and was very grateful to God that he made it. I remain grateful to the team at Health City for the work they did in making sure that he's alive today to tell the story.
Definitely, it was a blessing in disguise, that we had this facility. We could offer it to him and made a difference. We were very, very happy with the result that he has recovered. Not everybody does, despite all this support, but he has phenomenally responded to treatment, which we are very, very glad.
Health City is a good hospital, because if I never did me, that did I'm gone. They helped me very good, especially doctor and nurse, and Father God.